Right, back on the Jurgs Cup build tonight. I'm not happy with this neck that I started to build, so I tried to do it like a Morse and tenon, but I just got giddy and did it too fast, so I'm gonna remake this. So I've got the old template that I made just for some measurements because I took all them last time. Got the fretboard all done and dusted. I got the nut because we need that. I've got a blank piece of MDF to make a template. I've got my spoke wheel truss rod just to make sure, and I've got a nice straight ruler. So we're going to make a new template. So first thing I'm going to do is get a centre line down this. So that's 140mm, so that's 70 at this end, 70. Get a nice centre line down there. And we can measure everything back off that. So we'll go flush on the back there, and we'll put the nut somewhere around there. And the nut is, where's the nut gone? Nut is that thick, which is what? 6mm. And then from the nut slot to the back of the fretboard is there. And just check that with the spoke wheel truss rod. That lines up there. It's a little bit longer than that. I thought that was the right size. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Right, so that's correct. So that is at the end of fretboard EOF, 43.5mm wide. That is very small, I think. No, I think that's right actually. Yeah, so 43. So that's 21 and a half. 43. And that's the width of the neck at the nut end. And then I'm taking some measurements off this Chapman SAR 63 that I have because I just really like how it is. So at the 12th fret it is 52mm. So where's my 12th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is there. 12th fret is 0.5, 3, 23, 0.5, 0.5. So that's the 12th fret. I'm only marking that to get the width, and it was 52mm, so I'll wait the back of a pick. Pick will do. Go with that on that one. And what about this side of a pick? on that one. We'll use a Discovery and 6 strings pick for that side. Yeah. That needs to come back into there, from there. But we need to curve it, so the middle of that. So that's 45mm, middle that's 22.5. We'll go in, which is recurve that one. 3mm curve. We'll go. Three mil curve, and then we just need to curve that really from there to there, which I might just use that. That's not a bad shape. Do the same for that side. That in from that point. To that. Yeah, I like it. Convenient. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. That'll look cool on an Explorer, I think. So there we go. Neck template made. Well, drawn out. So the next thing will be to cut that out. We'll get that cut. I think it looks good. Headstock shape, new design. Slightly offset. It's a bit PRS-y, a bit Schachtery. So, should look good, I think. Yeah, happy with that. Sanded up on the sander, nice and smooth. And then I've got a fresh blank, and I'll use this for something else. I've got another piece of mahogany that came off the windows, the same windows. So I will use that for the build. I'll put some pictures of it. I might do, in fact, I'll put in some clips of it being machined up, ready, because it still looks like a door frame at the moment. Right, there we go. That's the template cut out. Sanded up. I think it looks quite happy with the headstock actually. I think it looks quite good. It should look good with this. It's going to be something like that. I think it looks quite good. So the next step will be getting this cut out of some mahogany, and then get the, I'm going to try and get the neck done next, and then work on the body after that. So yeah, stay tuned for the next part. Cheers.